Meanwhile, the Mets, they have played wonderful baseball too. The Yankees are 16-6, and the Mets are 16-7. The Mets have also won 7 straight series to start the year. Last team to do something along those lines was the Diamondbacks, which I don't even remember. Back in 2018, they won their first 9. The Mets have done a superb job. They've done a little bit of everything, including that no-no on Friday night. I don't care about combined no-nos, but the fan base at Citi Field did, and the Met players were all excited about it. So is Buck. It means nothing in the national picture when you're having 7 pitchers, 158 pitches. No-nos are about individuality. It's about individuals. It's not about groups. No hitters in perfect games. But listen, who cares what I think? The Mets are into it, and it just contributes to the Met idea that, everybody is pulling in the same direction. They've had a lot of great contributions from here, there, and everywhere. Look at Dominic Smith last time with 4 hits. McNeil is hitting 350-something. He's done a superb job. Lindor being embraced. Even a microphone last night in the middle of a ground ball double play in the early part of that game on the ESPN telecast. So, the Mets got it all going. Scherzer, they haven't had DeGrom. They've gotten excellent starting pitching. I don't love their 8th inning so much. I think they're a little dicey there in that 7th, 8th, Trevor May and Lugo, and I'd be a little worried about that. That can be corrected come All-Star break and deadline. But, Diaz is phenomenal. He was unhittable the other night on Friday, and the Mets are flying right now. They got a great manager. Everybody loves Buck right now. An older guy getting another chance. Left the Yankees, left the Diamondbacks. They both went on to win championships. He never got a chance to taste it. Who knows? Maybe he'll get this opportunity here now with this Mets team off 23 games. You got to be careful with the Mets, but you like what you see. Now, the team coming in here this week out of these 2 matchups, 4 clubs. The team I'd be very worried about, and we're going to talk to Chip Carey here momentarily, is Atlanta. 10-13, they have not played well, and they've had a pretty easy schedule. The Reds, the Cubs, Texas. I did play the Dodgers, but you get the and 4 is San Diego. But that's not a lot of heavy lifting, and they haven't played that well. They've gotten good performances out of Wright and Fried, but they haven't hit a whole heck of a lot. Acuna's off. You figured off to a little bit of a slow start when he returned here late last week. Didn't have a big weekend, and the Braves are 10 up and 13 down. And unlike last year, I would be a little worried about Atlanta as far as Atlanta last year was under 500 in August, and if they were a good team in the NL East, they would never have, won the division. The fact is, everybody else in that division was awful, and the Braves, who were 57 and 58, were able to take advantage of that. Nobody blew off, nobody ran away and hid, so the Braves eventually did in the last 30 days. They may not get that chance this year, because the Mets are going to be a lot better, plus DeGrom's going to pitch there eventually. The Mets are going to be a lot better. Now, the Mets play the Phillies a lot early in the year, sort of like the Yankees and Blue Jays. They don't play Atlanta a lot. They have a lot of games with Atlanta in August. They do have the Braves, though, only twice at Citi Field. This is a 4-game series here, and then they have a 5-game series at Citi Field in August. Braves only come in twice. Obviously, we had issues with the lockout, so that is the reason for the doubleheaders, and they will play a doubleheader tomorrow. The Braves don't want doubleheaders against the Mets right now because, your deal with doubleheaders, you split them, and the Braves are already 6 games behind. And the Braves do not want doubleheaders because it's hard to win those games. You waste 2 off the schedule. It's crazy saying this, but you get the idea. Be a little worried about Atlanta. Not so much about them getting their feet under them and playing well, but the fact that, if they are fooling around and trying to find their equilibrium in July, they might be 10 games out. Because this Mets team has got all the ingredients that they're going to have a big year. They got the manager who's earned it. The baseball gods owe them one. They have a lot of resourcefulness. They got a lot of energy. Their biggest decision right now is going to have to eat Cano's contract because you can't let Dominic Smith go after a 4-hit game. They're going to have to eat Cano's $40 million. That's just all there is to it. They got to drop a pitcher and a hitter today. So that's an issue that we'll keep an eye on that. But the bottom line is the Mets got it all going right now, and they can pitch, and DeGrom is eventually, you would think, going to be on a team.